Well, what started as a simple class project has now turned into an amazing gift. At 9-year-old Connor Littlejohn published his first book, Zombie Tag. Well, now he's in the 6th grade and has sold hundreds of copies of his fun Tag Your It series to young readers around the world. Joined by his mother, Amanda, Connor's here to talk with us today about helping more kids become published authors and just getting kids to read. First of all, thanks for being here today.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Let me just tell you, I think with my little kids too, depends, my son a little harder than my daughter, just reading is so fun and so important. Did you always like reading, first of all? Did you like reading as a younger kid?
Yes, I've always loved reading. It's always just been, wonderful to me.
So is that your mom that helped you get into reading? Do you take all the credit there?
I would take all the credit. He's pretty self-guided and self-directed.
Because I think that's the first thing. Once you get into books and like books, then I think that once you have that appreciation, then it's easier. But sometimes it's just getting the kids to have that appreciation. So let's talk about how do you go from being a fan of reading to becoming an author? I mean, especially at a young age.
Well, it all started in 4th grade. It was a Halloween assignment to write a spooky story.
Okay.
So I started writing mine, and then I brought it home to my mom, and she said, "Wow, this is really good. If you keep writing it and you finish it, we can turn it into a book." So then I did, and then she did all the editing, and she brought it to life.
Oh my goodness! Well, all right, Mom, let's just talk about that. What does it take to publish a story? I mean, that sounds like a great idea, but did you know what to do? Do you have a little history in book editing or something?
Well, I am in the marketing and the PR space,
okay.
So I know a little bit about editing and packaging and getting things ready. But honestly, when I read Connor's story, it was so funny and so fun that I just wanted more people and more kids to experience it beyond his classroom.
Man, so to make that happen, a long process or?
It wasn't that long. The books are pretty short, so they're for kids. They're chapter books, but they are 10 chapters apiece. But they're short books, so it didn't take a ton of time to edit and then pull together the graphics for the covers. And then with so many different, self-publishing mechanisms now, to get it up on Amazon was pretty straightforward.
It is fun that you say that, because if you don't have kids or whatever, like my daughter's in 2nd grade, she's excited to read chapter books. These are going just from the basic book with just a couple pages and pictures to actually, separate chapters. And just I'm like, what's a chapter book? It's a big deal. When they can go to the library and pick that. I also read that you guys regularly write as a family unit. Do you guys work together? Do you collaborate? You and your mom have a writing team?
Yes, we do on weekends, we'll just be writing, or we'll have times where we'll just sit down, we'll write in little periods of times, and then we'll get together and talk about what we've been writing and plan what we're gonna do next, and just have these little write-a-thons.
So your mom edits your work? Do you have to edit her work? No. You're like, Mom, I don't think this sentence works. Let's try something else. So when the first story you wrote, you said it was for a Halloween assignment.
Yes.
When you did the other books, what was the inspiration? What got you thinking about the other ones?
I just thought about how the first one, what the theme of that was.
Okay.
How could I continue this with what's related to that? And just how could I make a second book that's similar to what the first one was like?
Man. And have your classmates, your friends, have they read your books? Do you have these books at your school? Have you shared?
At the school we're going to right now, I don't think we have them.
Okay.
But so now, since he wrote the first book, he's moved to a new
different
school.
Okay, okay.
But at his old school, it was in the library.
How cool would that be? If you say one of our former, you want to get kids interested in reading, right? And
Absolutely.
If you can say, look, one of your classmates or someone that went to school here wrote that, I think that would just be kind of a real good catch to get the other kids to be interested.
So shout out to Washington U Ying. That was the school where he was writing, and he's still in the library. But now we have a creative writing club that we just started at his new school, Whittle.
Oh, great. That's amazing. So what does your teacher say that when you wrote that assignment for? Did she know that this assignment got you on your path to being an author? She had to be, or he or she, your teacher had to be?
I think I did tell her that we're going to turn this into a book, because it just started off as an assignment. I was just writing it. Mm-hmm. And no one, after Halloween, no one ever really talked about the assignment anymore, but I kept telling the teacher, we're working on a story, we're going to turn it into a book.
You wait till she calls you and says, hey, I need a little bit of money, Connor, because I inspired you. Yeah. So tell me about what's next. What's coming up? You working on any other books, any other projects?
Well, I'm currently working on a project called The Everlasting Storm. Okay. I finished writing it, but now we're really in the editing process of it.
Wait, tell me a little bit about that, because I'm actually a meteorologist, so I do the weather. Is this a storm like a storm? Are we talking about a storm?
It's like a crazy storm.
A crazy storm?
A lot of different storms.
Yes. Okay. And when is that going to be coming out? Do you know?
Probably later this spring.
All right, so let's tell people before we wrap up here, what's the best way we can find your books? Is it through Amazon or is there other
It's on
publication?
Amazon, but they can visit packagergeniusacademy.com/kids to learn more. And we also have a creative writing workbook for kids called Write Your Story. So if any other kids are interested in writing their own books, they can check that out as well.
All right, Amanda Connor, thank you so much for being here today. This was awesome.
Yes.
I gotta tell you, I'm inspired because my fifth grader son, getting him to a book sometimes is difficult. So I'm impressed. We're gonna take a quick break. We've got much more Let's Talk Live. Stick with us. We're back with more right after this.